All right, Siobhan, we have the Detroit Pistons up next. Let's get our team grades for them. So give me the grade for last season and then give me the grade for the off season.
Yeah, so Detroit, they were just one win. They had a one game difference in between them and Orlando, finishing 14th in the Eastern Conference. Once again, another team we weren't really expecting to make much noise, but the eyes was on Cade Cunningham, of course. I really like what I saw from Cade. He did kind of have a slow start, and I believe he was injured also for a portion of the season. But in the second half, kind of similar to how Trey Young had in his rookie campaign, Cade kind of picked it up and started really finding his niche in the team and the offense. I think one of the things that kind of stood out to me was he was actually really pretty decent on defense. He was very willing to be active. He's got long wingspan. He's a tall point guard. He was very active on the defensive end, which is something that stood out to me because his time at Oklahoma State when he was in college, I just really paid attention to his offensive game. And what I see from him offensively, um he has a very good pace. He's very calm, cool, and collected. He's not the fastest player out there, and he's not slow either. He kind of just knows when to make a certain move, certain cut, how to react, and he has a very high IQ. He's a very good playmaker. He has the ability to shot create, and he can shoot the ball pretty well. I just feel like he'll have to get more efficient with those areas, of course, but I think he's one of those players that just got a great feel for the game. And I think with any guard, that's one of the biggest things that you want, kind of similar to how LaMelo is. He just has a great feel for the game. So I feel like he'll definitely improve with all those things that you want a superstar and franchise player to have because I think he does work on his game. I think he loves the game of basketball and he just has the IQ for it. And he seems to be a pretty mature guy, in my opinion. Um, but we'll see as his career goes on, and I feel like he's going to be the leader of the team as time moves forward. So when it comes to the offseason, I would give them a C also because their record, but I feel like they allowed their young guys to continue to get playing time, and I think Cade is the focal point of that. When it comes to the draft, they probably had my favorite draft of this whole year, simply because they got one of the players I was very high on, Jaden Ivey out of Purdue. I really liked his game. I was watching him all college season. Um, I feel like he will complement Cade very well. He'll have to get better with his jump shooting, but I feel like he is kind of the opposite of Cade. Cade is slow and in control. Jaden Ivey is just lightning quick. He's obviously going to have to find a way to tame all that and use it in the right situations. But I feel like he's the perfect partner to put in the backcourt with him. I don't know what they're going to do between him and Killian Hayes because I know they really like Killian Hayes a lot. But I feel like Jaden Ivey and Cade Cunningham in the future is going to be a dangerous backcourt to deal with. And then also they got an athletic big with Jalen Duren out of Memphis. I felt like that was a very good move because they traded with Charlotte to get him. And I feel like when you have those many picks in the lottery, you need to just keep acquiring talent and get the best players available. And I think they did just that. And I feel like Jalen Duren, he's an athletic big. Like I said, he can play off the Cade. He'll be able to play off of Jaden Ivey. But for the draft, I really love what they did, and also they acquired Nerlens Noel, which will add rim protection for them. And they got Alec Burks from the New York, both from the New York Knicks. Alec Burks has shown that he can, create a shot to a certain degree, and that he's not afraid to shoot the ball. And they acquired them through a trade in their draft, also. So when it comes to their off-season moves, I'm gonna give them a B plus, me personally, because I think they got two lottery-worthy players. Like I said, they created a young backcourt out of an athletic big. They're staying young. They're gonna add more players that they could just go out and try and figure this thing out. And they also acquired a few vets and Nerlens Noel, who's gonna provide defense, and Alec Burks. who's just going to provide another a pretty valuable off the bench player. So off season, I'm giving them a B plus for sure.
Nice, nice. Yeah. So last season, I'm gonna give them a C as well. Uh, like we said about the rest of the teams in their position. Like they're young, they're up and coming. They're trying to build through the draft and young talent. So I'm definitely going to give them a C. I feel like they developed that talent very well last year. Like what you mentioned, Cade Cunningham. I don't want to repeat a lot of what you said, but uh, really has a great feel for the game, and I think he can be a really good point guard for that team. Um, and moving forward, I feel like they're in a really good spot. So I'm gonna give them a C with that in terms of they were at the bottom of the league, but they're doing a great job and continue to move forward with that as well. And then off season, I I'm gonna give them a B plus. I want to give them an A minus because of the acquisition of Alec Burks and Nerlens Noel, but I'm gonna give them a B plus. Um, yeah, I'm gonna give them a B plus for the off season. They did great in the draft. In my opinion, Jaden Ivey, uh, like you said, he's a great pair for Cade Cunningham. That change of pace from Cade going over to Jaden Ivey, and then Jalen Duren. I feel like he gives them great defense, in my opinion, the ability to protect the rim, along with a guy that can roll to the basket and finish lobs, finish in the paint, stuff like that. So I think the future is really bright for the Detroit Pistons. So I'm gonna give them that B plus for the off season and the draft.